All right, we're here with the head coach of the Pine Tree Pirates, Coach Jason Bachman. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well as well. So let's talk about last year. 6-5 season in 5A, 5A Division II, made it to the bi-district round of the playoffs. Tell me a little bit about last year.
Yeah, so I went 6-5. Finished 4-2 down the stretch. Really competitive in some games. I only felt like one game really got away from us where it wasn't a competitive game. They're late. Felt like we were able to put the pieces together to win those close ball games. Feel like we grew as a football team. Overcame some adversity, which is what everybody has to do to win in this game. But really proud of the way the kids responded and handled adversity and showed resiliency. And I feel like I said, we finished really well down the stretch from going 4-2.
And wasn't the game at the end of the year, the regular season with Texas High? Didn't y'all go into Texarkana and beat Texas High there too?
Yes, sir, we did. Yes, sir, we did.
So that's a good way to kind of.
Yeah.
And I know the playoffs didn't end the way you wanted to, but how do you build on that momentum that you gained from last year? Like you said, going good down the stretch. How do you build on that momentum going into this season?
It was certainly a big win. Obviously, Texas High is kind of it's been the team that's won our district, ran our district, and there when we were in 5A, and Coach Stanford and them have always done a great job, and they make some runs in the playoffs. So it was kind of a cool experience to be able to go on the road, go get that done. It was a really competitive football game, but it's something we've wanted to work towards. We want to we want to build a championship program, right? We do. I think any coach that coaches would say the same thing. I think all of us would say those things. I would say that it's a step in the right direction as far as momentum. Yeah, I mean, I think it proves that you can get in there, that you can go toe to toe with whatever you want to say, the programs of the state. The thing is now is it can't be a one-hit wonder for us. It's got to be one of those things that we build on, and it certainly goes towards confidence. I would like to think that, hey, you aspire to do it, you believe you can do it. Now you've done it. Now go repeat it.
Absolutely. And so we talked about a little bit, you dropping down from 5A D2 into 4A D1, but the district you drop into doesn't get any easier at all. If anything, it may get a little more difficult. Just tell me a little bit about this district that you got dropped into.
Yeah. 5A, like I said, man, there was some good football up there, dropping down into 4A. I could say it's probably one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive district in the state when you look at it. A lot of teams that play, there's a lot of representatives or teams from this district that play beyond the third round. One of them played in the state championship last year with Chapel Hill. Kilgore's been a mainstay playing the 3 and 4 rounds. Lindale in 2020 played for the state championship. So yeah, it's competitive. But I also feel like if you can compete in that district, you have an opportunity to go make some runs. Right. And again, it goes back towards what I said earlier. Like we would like to build a championship program around here. So what a better opportunity to drop into that district. It's a good district. There's going to be a good 5th and 6th place team sitting at home. But that's where we want to be. It's on the big stage, and it aligns with the goals that we want.
And speaking on those goals that you want this year, what are your expectations this season? I know you're talking about building a championship program, but what are your expectations and what are you looking to build on this season?
I told the kids, this year, if you look at our non-district, we just talked about district, right? We obviously in a very competitive district. And you look at our non-district, we scrimmage Gilmer, who's the defending state champions. We've got Dallas Carter, who I believe played to the 2nd or 3rd round in our classification. We're going to play Van, who's clipped us 2 years in a row. And then we got our rival in Hallsville. So, what are the expectations? To try to take the next step. I think everybody that sits down has the dreams of saying we want to win a state championship or we want to win a district championship, that's the truth, right? But I think it takes time, and I think that you got to continue to build on the successes that you have and learn from the things where you came up short. So, what is this year? What are the expectations? We're going to find out where we're at, right? We expect to be up there, but, we don't want to hide behind that. We're not naive to the fact that it's going to be a tall task, right? But we're excited about the challenge and the opportunity and hopefully take another step forward.
All right, Coach. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and talking to us today. Best of luck to the Pirates this season, and we will talk to you down the road.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Thanks, Coach.